I'm going to switch it on. It went and blinked. Do F2. I'm mashing F2. Yes, it is working. Oh, it does work then. So I go down like that. Yep, it's doing it. That's working. Numlock. Caps is that one. So I've got cables everywhere. It's an AT keyboard with a converter, like a little converter to a PS2 going into the thing, and it's on here. So yes, it does work. So I can use my old keyboard, the really old school one. So that's good. Yeah. Some people I read on the forum, they said, oh, it might not work, and they weren't sure, and this was like 2011 or something. So I was like, okay. Some time around that, 2012 maybe, but yeah, that works. So that, if you wanted to add a PS2 thing to a Vostro 470, and it's got the pins on the motherboard socket, it does work with the add-on for the PS2. So your keyboard and your mouse. I ain't got a PS2 mouse, I've only got USB, but this keyboard's so good, I don't want to use this cheaper one. It's good, but this one's better. So many Windows versions and so little time. Which one shall I use? Which one shall I use? So many Windows versions. Oh, Windows 7 Enterprise. That'll do. Alright, I'll show putting it in, considering it's the first time I've ever actually done this on this machine, so I'll show it there. Yes, I'm still using a DVD version, although I'm quite well versed in the art of doing things on Linux with it's doing it. I download the ISOs off the internet and so I'm used to sticking things on USB sticks and that kind of thing. So, but Windows comes on. It's very hard to get it to convert it to USB. I find it's a really annoying process. So I've got the disk and I've got a drive. Modern machines tend not to have opticals on them, but this has. So it's going to take bloody ages now. The cleanest computer I've ever used, like ever. It says there's an optical drive light somewhere, but I've never seen it. Somewhere. There's the on light. It looks way brighter on here than it actually is in reality. Can't believe I've got a Core i5. Ivy Bridge. Can't believe it. There's nothing in that one. Is that one there it is. Oh, it's got a blanking plate in it. So I wonder what was behind the empty one. That's a bit narrow, isn't it? Oh, there's a thing there, like some kind of. Oh, that's weird. That's very weird. There's a bit of dust on that. Unless it sits quite a way behind. Oh, I know what that's doing. Yeah, it sits quite a way behind. I think they sit quite far inside of that. Okay. Oh, here we are. I'm a bit funnying about with that. We can go Ultimate or Enterprise. I don't know which one to go for. Can you believe that? Oh, I can't choose. Professional I've had before. Ultimate or Enterprise. Let's go Enterprise. I accept the license. Well, I've got no choice, do I? Right, what I'm going to do this is let's go for the main partition. 47, it's 6-digit, isn't it? So 476. Yeah. Let's take it to 350 would give me about 100 gig. 360, 370 would give me about 100 gig. So we go 370 would give me 370 gig, and then I tell you what, make it 380. Yeah, so that gives me 380 gig to play with, and then That's not what I want. And it gives me roughly about 80 gig to play with on the second partition, and I can shrink it or make it bigger as I want. Yeah, I'll go with that. Yeah, so what we've got is we've got the 100 megabyte one. The primary partition is Windows 7, and then there's 100 gig on that one. I'll put it on that one, the bigger one. Okay, and there we are. So yeah, I'll install that, and then I'll show it when it's finished doing what it's got to do. You know what I've gone and done? I've installed the 32-bit Windows 7 on there by accident. And I didn't read the disk label, as it says 32-bit. And I thought, oh, why are they 32-bit? Because I'm an idiot. So I've gone and put on... I knew I had a copy of Windows 7 64-bit knocking about, and it has a funny front end on it. It looks like 8, but it's like this an installer thing. So yes, I'm an idiot. I put 32-bit on, so I've got to do it again. I'll wait for it to do this. And yeah, hopefully that I could repartition it or whatever. Everything was fine. I thought, why is it saying 32-bit? Because there's no point doing that if I'm running a 64-bit quad core, which is what this is. So I'll come back when this has done something. This wireless card, I've got about 1 million of these from old laptops. Looks like it will go into that slot. There's like a thing next to that black cable on the right, and there's like brass sockets. I thought this will never fit. I don't have any of the mini ones. There's one on the other side that's mini. I ain't got any of them. Well, it's not one I can use that's spare. So that one looks like it will go in there. It hasn't got any. Oh, I know what that is. I just wondered, where are... I can just avoid the fans. Where are the... Can you see that? This is very bright here. I just realised what those were. These. It's the antennas for the wireless. And they've still got their little sheath things on them. I never noticed that. I wondered what that was earlier. I didn't know what it was. So I can plug that in. I'd like to see if I can get online, but I can't do Windows 7 because these fans look wicked. Stock fans. Amazing. The internet obviously is a lot different now, so Windows 7 is not safe, so I can put 10 on it. I would like to try Linux, but I've had so much trouble with Linux that if I put the grub loader on, it might bugger it up. So I'm just fascinated by these fans. Amazing, I love it. I do like 2 fans going on like that. It's amazing. Yeah, there's the antenna things, so I can try them later on. I'll try this card. It's only 2G, because we got 2 and 5, and we've got our Super Hub that's very incompatible with Linux apparently, but on Windows it's fine. So that big card, it will take wireless cards, because my other ones don't have wireless cards built in or sockets on them. Assuming they'll fit, yeah, it should do. Same as on a laptop, so that's a novel thing. Right, I found a screw from a different laptop, so I can use that. The idea being, oh man, I'm going to have to mess about with this, is these are the antenna, but that's never going to reach from over there, is it? That assumes you want to put it in that small, but I haven't got a small. I don't have a small card to put it in, so I'm going to have to undo all this. It's actually quite a long thing, this cable. I haven't got any other lights. It's very bright. Where are you? Still zooming on. Bring it back a little bit. I don't know which one goes where actually, so. assume this is going to fit, because I mean these are like, normally to get a like a PCI or a mini PCI card. Oh, damn it. I hate these bloody, you come up with this idea. What we're going to do, right, we're going to have these tiny little connectors. People will love these. There it is, there's one. Why not make them bigger? This should work with that. We got a router downstairs. We've got like a super hub thing. It bloody never works half the time anyway. Alright, so that, you can see this is a bit right. That goes into a slot here on the front of the board. I don't want it to be in the way, but it goes like that then, yeah? Yes, it does. Okay, but the issue we've got is that there's pictures in there, isn't it? Yeah, a little bit. Another genius move by whoever come up with these cards is that they don't stay in the slot unless you screw them in. Why can't they just clip in or something? Or see it. You can't see it because this bloody cable's in the way. There we are. That wasn't very good, was it? It's like that. So any needs one. I could. Yeah, that's it. So that hopefully will give me wireless, because the ports, the actual antenna is the front of the machine. Welcome back. I've got it booted up with the Windows 10 LTSB Gamers Edition. It's what I use on my laptop, which is really old. My laptop's old, and it looks like this basically. And I've not any major issues with this version. Apparently it's gamer optimized, but it is LTSB, not standard Windows 10 Home or Pro. It has a business front end on it, and they put this graphics, there's like a icons that they put on it, which I haven't got an issue with. But I did change the desktop wallpaper. Custom install. I want to put it on that one. New partition 96. I assume that's what I want, is it? I want to put it on that partition, not this one. This one's got Windows 7 on it. So you've got 300 gig on that and 94 gigs. It's a bit tight, I suppose, but I'm going to just, if I like it or it works, I might make this bigger using Gparted on Linux. I can make that bigger. Okay, can we do this? Yep. So what that do, it should put a dual boot menu on the start, like I had on my 780 machine. And the older OS is secondary, and the primary one takes over the boot loading. And I'm using non-UEFI legacy, so it should be okay for that.